Going on YouTube? It's your boy Humbleboy checking in with you. Want to do this real short video. Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless had a take today about Houston Texans. They are drafting second overall. They're considering basically foregoing drafting Bryce Young, the number 2 position, to draft Will Anderson. Shannon made a very good point. He literally said that the quarterback scores the points. Defense sustains the momentum. Basically gets you the W. But you need points to win the game. If I'm the Houston Texans, you take Bryce Young. Because C.J. Stroud is already off the board. He's going first overall to the Carolina Panthers. Second up is the Houston Texans. You take Bryce Young. Why would you get Will Anderson when you have a certified, bona fide, superstar college football quarterback who went and literally took the college football world by storm, won the Heisman Trophy? He didn't win a national championship. He did not do that, but he did lead the Alabama Crimson Tide to a near close national championship. They did get beat by Georgia. However, they actually lost their 2 top receivers, both the ACL tears, and then he finally succumbed to a pick 6 in championship game against Georgia. But he did beat that same Georgia team in the SEC championship game, so he did win that. He just didn't win the big game. He also beat Kansas State, who had only a running back who gave us trouble when it went up 10-0. But that's a digression point. You take Bryce Young. You got John Mechie, who's very familiar with Bryce Young. You take Bryce, you have Mechie. You got, what's that running back's name? He was a hot commodity as a rookie. That's on the Texans. I forgot his name. In the comment section, please tell me what his name is. But you have him. So you got a 3-headed offensive juggernaut and Mechie, Bryce, and the running back. I want to say his name is Pierce. Damian Pierce. Got it. Damian Pierce. Him, Bryce, and John Mechie, who's now going to be in his rookie year coming up because he had leukemia and he beat it. So you got those 3. You got a subpar offensive line. You got a decent other wide receiver. But if you get the quarterback, then he can make up for a lot of those things you don't have offensively. And with your running game being solid and Pierce is very dependable, outside barring injury, then you can actually win some games in Houston. But why did you draft Will Anderson, who's probably going to be there at number 12, because you got a number 12 pick? He's probably going to be there. I don't see any other teams really fighting for him. I really don't. I'd be surprised if they do, but I don't see it. So you'll still have him at the 12th pick. Take Bryce, then we'll get Will. And then you build your team the right way. Because on defense, I mean, hey, you get Will Anderson, that's a proven pass rusher that's going to consistently rush the passer, will consistently get pressure, and maybe even create turnovers for you, which will give you more points on offense, which will lead to a little bit more victories, even in close games. But you don't sacrifice getting Bryce to lose him to somebody else because you're too prideful to go get him. He's proven he can play. His height has nothing to do with it. Look at Tua. Look at Drew Brees. Look at Doug Flutie, for Christ's sake. All the 6 foot and below quarterbacks have proven they can play in this league. It's called windows. And they're not always gonna be flooded by a defender. They have areas they can throw through, like any other quarterback. They may not be able to see all the time, but once they get out the pocket, or not out the pocket, but once they move around the pocket, they got windows they can throw through. So what is it? Because Bryce is 5'10", 180 pounds. I mean, he can run. Pretty sure he can outrun a DN or a DT, or even a linebacker. So what's your real concern here? He didn't miss any games of injury. He played in all the games that he had in Alabama. And he nearly set the passing record and the touchdown record. He just fell behind Tua. But the kid is a proven winner. So what's the problem? He didn't have the same horses that Tua had. He had Williamson and he had Mechie, and that was it. It wasn't like he had Ruggs, Waddle, Judy, Devontae Silky Smooth Smith, Irv Smith, Damon Harris, who else? Najee Harris. You know, he didn't have those kind of horses. He had to rely on his own instincts and getting the ball and placing it where it's supposed to be at. Now he did have Gibbs, who was a great asset to the offense. He did have him. But in the league, he's not gonna have that. He's gonna have Dameon Pierce, who's also a proven running back. He's gonna be in his sophomore campaign, which means he's slated to do more damage. He's slated to put up more yards. So with that being said, Bryce Young should have an easier time dropping back to read the defense and make the proper pass because they have a rushing attack. Before the kid got injured, he was on pace to get 1,800 yards. I forgot what he stopped with. I don't know. So you guys have to help me out in that department. But he was slated to get 1,800 yards as a rookie because he was well on his way. He was putting up monster games back and forth to help the team stay in games. But then he got hurt. Happens with everybody. So, if I'm the Houston Texans, I'm not wasting time debating about if I should get Bryce Young or Will Anderson. I'm going Bryce. Because like Shannon stated in his soliloquy, the GM for the Chicago Bears went up and got Mitchell Trubisky. Where's Mitchell Trubisky at now? He's a Pittsburgh Steeler. And the Chicago Bears went and drafted Justin Fields, who's proven to be a bona fide superstar in the making. So why not have Houston go draft what they feel is their bona fide superstar in the making as a rookie? Because Carolina's sold on C.J. Stroud. So why not get Bryce Young, who I think is better than C.J.? That's just me personally. But hey, Houston, don't do yourself a disservice. Go get Bryce. Don't be stupid. You still might be able to get Will at the 12th pick. If you can't, then find somebody else you can get. Hell, get him at a receiver. I would go get the kid from Tulane, Deuce Watts. It's a name that's going to be floating around, but I would go get him. Go get Deuce Watts. You got John Mechie, Dameon Pierce. You can have a three-headed monster on offense that you surely going to need as the season progresses. But Deuce Watts has proven that he can play in the big stage. Or if you don't get him, get the Rice kid from USC. He's another stud. You know, so if you don't want Watts, go get Rice. If he decides to come out, hopefully he decides to go pro. Hopefully he does. But I will go get him. If you can't get Deuce Watts, which I'm pretty sure Deuce Watts gonna be there. There's no way he won't be there at 12. Go get a receiver. Go get somebody that's gonna help Bryce Young. John Mechie gonna already be there, but get him somebody else that can go his left or right side. Opposite side of John Mechie. And let that boy go play. Let him show you what he can do. But that's my time, guys. Let me know what you think. I do want to read your comments because they mean a lot to me. Appreciate the subscribers that have started subscribing. Appreciate the views. Love you guys from the bottom of my soul. Appreciate it. Peace.